Welcome back to the Lab Video Game TV. One more episode of The Wall. You can also watch us on Flow One in 25 countries across the Caribbean. Download the official Flow Sports app to watch us on Flow on the go. That's the Lab Video Game TV, the TV series. Now, today on The Wall, I have with me Damian Smith, young indie Jamaican video game developer, currently working on a project called Antiman. Out of Dark Knight Studios. Damon, thank you so much for joining me here today.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Tell us a little bit more about Dark Knight Studios.
Dark Knight Studio is a small group of potential and talented person who interested in developing games.
Good.
So basically, we don't have a physical studio, but we have a location that we meet.
That's just fine.
And we come together and come up with the idea of making our game.
And sometimes you guys work remotely, right? Like somebody works on a part of the project at their place and they email it over and so forth.
Yeah.
Good.
So basically, we create a Google Drive where we upload all the files. So we can just simply go into there and just use it from there.
And where is Dark Knight Studios based in Jamaica?
We're based in Old Harbor.
Old Harbor, nice. Nice. How many of you in all make up Dark Knight Studios?
How many now? We'll say to 7 to 10 persons.
7 to 10 developers.
Yes.
Nice. And
who was a part of the project.
Nice. And some people work on maybe like say level design, some people work on like music, some people character design and so forth. Nice. Coding and this and that.
Yeah.
And you personally, Damon, what's your experience in game development? Like how long have you been studying it? How did you study? Where did you study? How far along are you?
To be honest, I don't really study game developing. It's just a career that I like. Yes, and
stick a pin. So when I say study, I don't necessarily mean you went to college for it. I'm talking about formal education, but how have you learned? Even if it was watching YouTube videos, brother. Tell me about your background in game development and how you actually came to the place that you are today.
Alright, basically I watch YouTube videos and game developing, right?
Nice.
I see the interest in developing games and I always wanted to build my own game.
Good,
or app,
good.
So I used to use a laptop, but it wasn't that powerful enough to make a game. So I at least tried the project and get somewhere, and then after a while, when the laptop cannot manage, it just crash.
Got you.
But me never give up. You understand? Me just continue working on it until I decided that I want to make a full horror game.
Well, let me put it to you this way, Damon. Based on what I've seen, right?
Yeah.
The clips that you've sent me, what I've seen from your TikTok channel, right?
Yeah.
You guys should also follow this young brother on TikTok as well. Dark Knight Studios. Keep up to date with what is actually going on. But based on what I've seen, I'm going to have to say, for somebody who may not have gone to like some kind of university or something to learn game development, you've come a far way, and I'm proud to actually see that happening. Let's talk a little bit more now about the actual meat and potatoes, the meat of the matter, which is Antiman. Like, talk to me about that game. Like, what is it, before we even go into the technical aspect of Antiman, let's say you had a trailer out now, what exactly is Antiman supposed to be?
Alright, basically, the Antiman is supposed to be a thrilling and immersive horror game, that get players on the edge of their seat, let them feel what fear is.
Good.
You understand? So basically, the Antiman now is like it's an experiment gone around.
Okay.
In the year 2026.
Not too far away. Okay,
so
good.
2026 experiment gone around, which create into the Antiman. So with the Antiman now is to drive fear into players.
Okay. So one of the key game mechanics is actually fear.
Yeah, fear. So
okay.
It's fear.
And how does that play? How that play into the actual game?
Basically now it's with the game mechanics. This and stuff that implement in the game. So so we're gonna have real time listening in the game. So basically, if you breathe or if you shout, the Antiman can hear you in real time. So we're gonna implement that inside the game.
So you have to constantly have a microphone on.
Yeah.
Got you.
So that means
brother, I don't mean to cut you. There's this indie game that was released recently, right? Called Don't Scream. Similar concept where it's actually like maybe a week ago it was released. And if you any noise you make, if you ever scream at any of the jump scares, you have to restart the game. So that's similar mechanic where the sounds that are made within the real world environment affects things that are going on in the in-game environments. That's something that you're talking about, right?
Yeah, but I recently saw that trailer. I didn't know that game was like.
Oh, you saw Don't Scream?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so I see that. Yeah, so in the game now, if you make real time noise, the Antiman can hear. So you have to, your background have to be quiet and you have to learn stealth.
Good.
So you have to know how to move as a real stealth person.
Interesting.
Yeah. So the game now, it's gonna features we're gonna have part 2. This is just part 1.
Good. So it's gonna be a franchise.
Yes, it's gonna be a franchise.
Good.
Part 1 won't be as big as part 2 coming.
Okay.
We have a bigger plan for part 2.
Fair enough. I mean, the sequel should always, be an improvement. So yes.
Yeah. So part 1, in part 1 of the Antiman, you're gonna start in a decaying building, G-Story, which is Veritas Industry, where the experiment trials was taking place.
Okay.
So
what's the name of the industry?
Veritas.
Got you.
Yeah, art facility, research facility.
Got you.
So yeah. So there you the player, which is Alex, the player.
That's your protagonist.
Yeah.
Good.
So you wanna take some of your comrades to that industry to search and rescue a few person that remains.
Got you.
Which is a doctor and 3 other doctors.
Okay.
So but unfortunately, your comrade after you guys enter the building, they didn't make it. So the Antiman actually killed off everyone. So you're the only one who survived.
Sole survivor. Okay.
Yeah, sole survivor. So you have to find those persons, rescue them. You have to take pictures of important documents of the experiment. You have to set explosive. It's a special type of explosive to kill the Antiman. You have to set it in the building and escape before the time runs out.
So is this like more on the level of, let's say, amnesia, where you can't really fight back, you have to just always be in the shadows and hiding and avoiding and using your head more than your hands? Or is it more like, let's say, Condemned, where there's lots of melee combat and whatnot, and you also said taking pictures, so there's an investigative aspect mechanic in Condemned as well, where you can take pictures of the crime scene and so forth. So where does it lean more towards, like no violence, where you have to just do more hiding and stealth?
There's gonna be violence in it.
Oh, so you can actually defend yourself.
You can actually defend yourself.
And you have weapons.
There's gonna be more than one Antiman, because the Antiman can the venom of the Antiman can turn other person.
Oh, infections. Okay, got you. Interesting. So like Antiman now, what platforms can we expect it on?
Alright, it's gonna be on PC. It's gonna be on PC, Windows, Macs, and Linux.
Of course, yes.
It's gonna be on consoles, PS5, PS4, Xbox.
Nice.
I wanna try to get it on Nintendo.
Switch as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Good.
We also it's also going to be on cloud streaming platform like GeForce Now, Steam, and Epic Gamer.
Okay.
And for mobile, we're gonna have a mobile version for it.
You hear that, guys? Because whenever I upload some of these videos about Jamaican games and Jamaican games to be released, one of the most prevalent questions, the dominant question is, will it be on mobile? So
yeah.
Dark Knight Studios has got you mobile players covered as well.
Yeah, for the mobile. So they're always asking if it's going to be for mobile. So
there will be a mobile version. Nice. And how far along would you say production is? So, to this day?
Alright, to be honest, we just started. But, you guys see it right now, it make it look like we're already far in depth in with the game building.
Looks like about at an alpha stage from what I saw.
Yeah, but we just started. We're just trying to. We don't have the characters yet. As you can see in the video, in the pre-trailer, you don't see the character holding the weapons.
Gotcha. No hands. I gotcha.
So we don't have the characters in that yet.
Okay, and the character. Call it my curiosity. Will it be African or European? Will it be a black man or a white person? You being a Jamaican developer representing Africa and whatnot. We'll see when we cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah, we'll see.
No problem whatsoever, because we don't know the character is female either, do we?
No, it's a male.
It's male, okay, got you. Okay.
As stated in name Alex, it's a male.
Got you. So, how long are we looking before we can be thinking about even an early access release of Antiman?
Alright, we want to try to get an early access by 18th of January. We was planning
18th of January?
Yeah.
Just a few months from now?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
we're working out on this project to get it to finish.
That's a really short window though, to have from where you are right now to an early access build by January. You guys are really going like burning that midnight oil.
Yeah, midnight straight through way, you know.
No sleep.
I get sleep. We take a 5 minute break and go back right on it.
You hear that, guys? This is team no sleep. So like being an indie studio and whatnot, clearly you're not funded, okay?
No,
you have no investors and whatnot. What is your strategy to get help, to put it lightly?
Basically, we want to start a crowdfunding.
Good.
But through, because of our background, we don't really have more supporters to that.
Actually, so to get the word out there.
Yeah, to get the word out there. So we want to start a crowdfunding so we can start to fund it, so we can get to fund the project and work on it more, get better assets and stuff like that.
So I'm talking about now, guys. Now this is where you guys come in, okay? All the persons who watch us online and our Caribbean audience for the TV show in 25 countries across the Caribbean. This is where it's called unity, okay? This is where it comes in. Put up or shut up. Lots of persons will see indie games by Jamaican developers. They'll see games like Street Boy popping up, Extortionist popping up, and they'll start saying, well, it better have this, and it had better have that, and it better have that, and is this going to be implemented? Is that? I saw so many of those questions on the Street Boy one. People asking, is this going to be in it? That's going to be in it. The Street Boy guys put out this mobile game called Box Truck, a Street Boy spin-off, and there's lots of people complaining they don't like how it look, and this put up or shut up. This is where your help comes in. Every dollar counts. These guys are going to start a crowdfunding campaign, maybe Kickstarter, maybe Indiegogo, whatever it is, and this is where you guys come in. Every dollar, you know, the money that you could spend on coffee at Starbucks, you know what I'm saying, a meal at KFC, you could put it towards their crowdfunding campaign to get this thing going. These guys aren't like, they don't have Microsoft backing them. They don't have Bethesda backing them. You know, they don't have a publisher backing them. So this is where your support comes in. Every dollar counts. You'll be seeing as soon as the crowdfunder is up and running, there'll also be a video from this one where the crowdfunding information will pop up. Please guys, get on it and help these young Jamaican indie developers to make their mark. For every indie Jamaican game that I see popping up, once the developer reaches out to me, I'm gonna help. I'm gonna play my part to get the word out there. So I'm doing my part to get the word out there. You guys, I promise you, you don't have to be a millionaire to support these guys. Every dollar counts. Once the crowdfunder is up and running, I'm making a plea to you guys, Jamaican gamers. Gamers, even if you're not a Jamaican gamer, because the more we build Jamaica, is the bigger Jamaica gets. It doesn't matter what the industry is. And the video game industry in Jamaica is very small right now, minuscule, almost insignificant. Esports and the video game industry. We need the help of you guys who are willing to go out there and purchase a PlayStation 5 and purchase a $60 or $70 game for your Xbox Series X. You're willing to do that for strangers? What can you do for family?
Yeah. Support
these guys. Dark Knight Studios.
Well, we have a lot more coming. This is just the starting for Dark Knight Studios.
Nice.
Just we're gonna have a physical studio once if the game should reach the limit that we want it to.
Yes.
We're gonna have a physical studio where other person who's interested in game developing can.
Well, I mean, remotely, as it stands right now, other developers can hop on board to assist, right? Yes, and you're inviting other developers to hop on board.
Yes, we're inviting. We still need more developers.
Give me an idea of how, let's say somebody's watching this right now and they'd like to pitch in. How could they contact Dark Knight Studios?
Basically, we have our Instagram and we have our TikTok, and we also have our email. You can search us on Instagram, dark_night_studio, and TikTok, dark_night_studio, and our email is dark.nightstudios1@gmail.com.
dark.nightstudios1@gmail.com.
Yeah.
If they ever need to contact Dark Knight Studios and pitch in, find out, get more information on what's going on, yeah. Dark Knight Studios, they're inviting devs to come on board and to be a part of this project. There are other Jamaican indie games popping up every now and again. I think so far this is the first actual survival horror Jamaican video game. There's an open world game and whatnot, but survival horror, Jamaican style, that is quite interesting. The idea of the Antiman, who came up with that? Is that from Jamaican folklore, or do you just create that from scratch?
I created that from scratch.
Nice.
You have said Jamaican folklore. I was the one who still come up with that idea.
Good
so
job.
basically, I was like home one day and the current gone.
Yeah.
And I said to my cousin that the Antiman is coming for you. The Antiman is coming for you. So my sister continue to ask me, what is the Antiman? So I say, the Antiman, our evil entity
Yes.
that comes in the dark and take you away.
Good.
So yeah.
So like before it was even a video game idea, you made it
Yeah,
up.
it's a
And then you decided, you know what, I'm gonna manifest the Antiman.
Yes,
I'm gonna bring him to life.
yeah. So that's where we come out, and I say that if it's going to be an Antiman, I'm going to turn it to a horror game. I have to have a like at least you don't have to be real, but you have to have a background and it
course.
become the Antiman.
Why do you call him the Antiman?
Well, it just came into my head and.
Well, I mean, it makes a little bit of sense because I mean, if he kills people, anti means against. So if you're against man, you will destroy man.
Basically, as you can see, if you in the little game clips that you see,
Yes.
when you see the jump scares, and the jump scare, basically, if you look at him good,
Yes.
you can realize that his head is like an ant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he said he's like an ant. So,
Interesting. This is good stuff, guys. The Antiman by Team Dark Knight Studios, headed by Sir Damian Smith himself. Reach out, support, help to promote and build Jamaican video game developers. This has been one more episode of The Wall here on the Lab Video Game TV. Remember to download the official Flow Sports app to watch us on Flow on the Go. That's a TV series, The Lab Video Game TV, in 25 countries across the Caribbean. Guys, this has been Damian Smith of Dark Knight Studios. I'm Sage. You've been watching The Wall here on the Lab Video Game TV, where our game is never over.